Hi, I'm Jack Malcolm and I'm filming this video right now because quite literally I'm not allowed to do anything else. It's a simple and powerful productivity tool called the Nothing Alternative, and it's extremely useful when you're prone to procrastination, when you've been putting off an unpleasant but important task, when you're trying to establish a new habit, or when you're prone to distraction. And by the way, who among us isn't prone to all four of those things? And there are really just two simple rules. First, you have to set aside time in a day and schedule it for the activity that you've been putting off. Second, you don't even have to do the activity. But here's the critical part. You're not allowed to do anything else during that time. Now, I learned about this in a book called Willpower by Roy Baumeister, and he got the idea from a mystery writer named Raymond Chandler who wrote a lot of novels in the day. And Raymond Chandler gave advice to aspiring writers, and he said that they needed to set aside 4 hours of time every day to write. And then this is what he said, and I'm going to have to read this to you. He doesn't have to write, and if he doesn't feel like it, he shouldn't try. He can look out the window or stand on his head or writhe on the floor, but he is not to do any other positive thing. Not read, write letters, glance at magazines, or write checks. Of course, back in those days, they didn't have surf the web and all the other distractions that we have. Now, the beauty of the Nothing Alternative is that it works with the mind's natural tendencies, and second, it's binary. Let me explain what I mean by working with the mind's natural tendencies. First of all, whenever we are stressed out about something, our brain tends to resist. So the nice thing about the Nothing Alternative is you're not forced to do anything, so you're not putting any stress on yourself. Second is that our brains do like activity. So if you're sitting around doing nothing for a few minutes, your brain starts looking to do something, and it will channel its area into the only area it's allowed to go. And I found this to be extremely helpful when I've been trying to think of a topic for a blog post, a topic for a video or something like this. And for me, it generally kicks in after 3 or 4 minutes and it gets the ball rolling and kicks it off. Second, the fact that it's binary means there's no gray area. So you can't rationalize your way out of it by saying, oh, well, if I just check this email for a second, it won't count or anything like that. It does count. So because it's black and white, it's not gray, you can't lie to yourself and you're certainly exposed there. For me, I found the Nothing Alternative to be extremely helpful. Now, I don't claim to be perfect. I still waste far too much time, but I found that since I've started using it, my productivity has gone up and the amount of time wasted has certainly gone down. Now, one last thought. I realize that there's a bit of an irony in the fact that because you're watching this video, you're probably not doing something more important that you should be doing. So I urge you to close this screen and get to it, or don't do anything.